He's alive.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, what's going on, Nino?
I don't know. You're the one who wanted to chat.
Well, that's like a what friends do before they engage in the small,
yeah.
Sorry. Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I don't know what any of that is anymore. It's always like, my social interactions consist of what can you give me today? You know what I mean? So my apologies. That's my bad, Peters.
I don't know because my social interactions are fuck you, I hate you, I hope you die and you lose your position.
I'm sorry that you are dealing with a fraction of what I've dealt with for the past 6 months. While you decided to distance yourself from all the problems by flying to Azeroth.
It was 3 weeks. And I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't be friends. We can't,
we can be friends.
Wait, did you say we can or can't?
We can be friends.
Okay, good. How has your week been?
My week was fantastic. I went to a nice little French restaurant and had some food, and then learned that Boston fireworks are complete ass because there's nowhere to go to,
The harbor? What about the harbor?
Yeah, I went to the fucking harbor. There was nothing there.
It was ass?
It was pretty bad. Like, maybe we went to the wrong pod or something, but it was empty. Genuinely, it was shocking.
Boston's like one of my fucking favorite places to go.
Yeah. So
it's big history, a lot of history. Massachusetts as a whole. I was actually dumb American. I didn't know that Boston's north of New York.
It is northeast
for a very
of
long
it.
time.
Yeah.
I did a trip once where I took a train first class from Boston to New York.
So I want to align this conversation a little bit, right? So you understand that I got approached by Carmine in regards to my shooting at Court Center. He put out some names out there. And I am concerned that me not having the information and kind of being effectively pushed to provide a name that I could not even go on the stand and provide only puts me at more risk, because either the wrong people get accused or the right people get accused, but I'm in a mix that is unresolvable because, what the fuck does it do to me if you put someone in jail, rightfully or wrongfully, for 15 minutes?
I have no idea what you're talking about. When did this occur?
I was shot at the Court Center a while ago.
Is this the Saints thing? Or different shooting?
No, different shooting. He suggested that it was a guy named Edgar and a guy named Jay Hobbs. I very much doubt Jay would have any involvement in it. Nor do I have any information in regards to it. But understand from my perspective, when I've got an officer trying to, what I feel like get me to say things, I don't really see that as being beneficial for me as a victim. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna have to read over this report because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Do you?
And then I'm finding out that, he's going around telling people that I'm dead. And then I'm finding out that the same guy that is apparently was in prison, and apparently there's been a prison breakout. He didn't tell me these things, with fucking military aircrafts. And then he's broken out, but his time is out, and what the hell is going on?
Well, we're gonna have to have a conversation about that. How did you get a parking ticket from a state marshal, by the way?
Barrett.
Do they have the authority to issue?
Just a parking ticket.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll leave it. Yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk about these that issue you just touched on. By the way, repeat again what you said with the military stuff.
I was told there was a prison break.
Yes.
There's military aircrafts involved.
Yes. What do you know about that?
Just that.
When did you hear that this took place?
I just did.
Like today, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fuck. Have you heard of the Faceless?
Not till you mentioned it.
So no mentions of it on any part. Have you haven't heard of any kind of like military vehicles being moved inside of Los Santos?
How about you tell me what's going on and then I can help.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. So the reason I'm asking these questions is I'm trying to figure out where to start.
Okay.
I will give you the details that I have on it, which is not that much. Bobby, I swear to God, I am in a fucking meeting. If you call me again, you're fired. What do you want? Okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay. So I wanna paint you a picture here because I have a feeling that you're looking at this from I can already kind of tell you're looking at this from a very bubbled perspective of a police department. I'm gonna explain what that means. Half the fucking city knows that there was a fucking jailbreak. It was being discussed over at the races. It was also being discussed about military helicopters. There was also a military helicopter that flew towards Polito about 30 minutes ago. Right over our head. I'm also now going to assume that you tried to engage these individuals that call themselves the Faceless, which as I understand it is being described as a terrorist organization. Whether or not it is or isn't, I'm not sure, but it doesn't take a lot of detective work when you look on Twitter and someone is talking about, let me quote, your investigation is not a threat, it's an invitation. And you got people like Carmine Costello who are leading your investigation teams? Are y'all trying to solve... Aaron, I'm not putting you into this. You're a mighty fine detective. What the fuck is going on with the PD?
You are, okay.
Aaron, do you want to be chief of police?
He's getting water.
Because
I can't hear you.
Okay.
All right. Hear you.
Good.
Okay, good. I'm going to tell you this. Your assumptions are being skewed.
Okay, good. So help it make sense to me.
Okay, so I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to tell you everything I know about this shit.
Okay.
It is an ongoing investigation, but I think you need to know it, seeing that you're the mayor of Los Santos.
Yeah.
I'm getting talks of, and I'm going to have to fill you in on this. I'm getting talks of someone called Norman Bones. I'm just going to leave it right there. Moving forward in the same conversation, I'm talking to Dark. Dark then mentioned something called the Faceless. I know nothing about it. I just found out about it this morning. He, while we're talking about the Norman Bone shit, he ends up saying, Peters, I need you to come with me. I have just received a ping from someone called the Faceless. I said, okay. And we are in the marshal's office at this time because I'm also dealing with an issue where, whatever, I'm dealing with another issue. I'll spare you the details on that because I'm going to get sidetracked. So he tells me, I need you to give me backup while I go out there. This fuck, like he accepts a ping and he goes, I need you to give me backup. This fuck is literally in the parking lot of the marshal's office. Strap up, hold my gun. He goes outside, takes out his flashlight. I give him cover. We're looking around. We don't see anything. I should say we don't see anybody. I clear the parking lot. He goes back over and he goes, what's this? bends down and picks up a card. He goes, "Oh, fuck." I go, "What is that?" And he's like, "I don't know. It looks like some kind of calling card." On the card, which he then hands to me, I take a look. I don't really know what to say. I ask a few questions about it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know, who is this? And he basically says, we don't know who it is. We have no idea what this is. And then something comes up with him, and he says, the first I heard about it was a report that was filed yesterday. It involved Larry Knox, and he claimed that the Faceless was going after him. I said, okay, yeah, this is kind of fucking weird. I haven't heard anything about this. No, he goes, I'm going to get down. I got to take care of something. I pull out my phone and I'm kind of just browsing Twitter. No later than 30 seconds after this conversation with Dark, I get a call from an unknown number. The unknown number says, since you have involved yourself in this, you could now stand in front of Dark. Your fate has been sealed. I'm like, what the like, and that's literally it. Like, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. No idea.
Okay.
I decided not to tell anyone. I don't want to involve anyone at this. Look above us. We need to get inside. We need to get the fuck inside. Nino?
Why? It's a Bobcat.
What do you mean?
Not a military aircraft. It's a cargo helicopter.
Hey, Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know. I'm fucking paranoid at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so
what do you mean
let
it's
me
not a military helicopter.
It's a cargo bomb, which is not military. Okay, so let me get this straight. Larry Knox, the guy that's fucking high half the time, claimed something. And subsequently, there's a ping. What are we worried about exactly? I'm confused.
I'm trying to give you all the details right now.
Yeah.
You're kind of just. You're telling me that was a. I don't think that was a cargo bomb, by the way.
That was a cargo bomb. Those are designed to move cargo and lift vehicles up.
Okay. Anyway, so this is like, yes, he's high half the time. We don't think anything of it. I'm kind of like, at this point when Dark's telling me, I don't really believe anything of it. I get the phone call and I'm like, all right, I need to just fucking keep my lips sealed on this. I'm not gonna really fucking talk anymore.
Okay.
Dark tells me I should talk to Larry to find out what's going on and figure out what information.
As a regular helicopter. What are you scared about? Like so far,
I will get there. I will get there. Okay. Because I'm gonna give you every detail. Okay. I'm not gonna speed run this fucking story.
No, I don't want you to speed run it.
Soak it in. Just soak it up. Just be a goddamn sponge.
I'm pretending all the things with Carmine today did not occur. I'm focused.
Okay. Perfect. So I end up talking to Larry Knox, and he says, "Don't say that fucking name. Never say that fucking name." And I go, like, what's going on? He's like, these motherfuckers are literally trust fund kids with unlimited money and unlimited
Who
power.
said that?
Larry Knox. Again, which, you know, you're saying he is. I need to take it. I mean, this is from him. I understand. You're right. He's always on mushrooms. He's high out of his mind all the time. So, you know, I take it all with a grain of salt.
I love how so far in the storyline, the Faceless are the scary ones and not the mention of Norman Bones. But please continue.
I don't know anything about this Norman Bones.
I know, please.
Fuck.
Please continue.
We'll get back to the Do you know about Norman Bones?
Hey, keep going. I'm listening.
Well, hold on a second. Now, do you know anything about Norman Bones?
We'll talk about that, but please continue
Jesus
so you
Christ.
don't get off track.
So Norman Bones does tie into this whole thing, and you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have this conversation with him, and I'm like, okay, like this is fucking deep. Like I need to wait for Dark. I'm not gonna say shit. I just need to keep it between this, or Larry, myself, and Dark. While there is this prison holdout, which I don't even know if it was a prison break. I ended up showing up later because I was dealing with a different situation. I go in there and I pull Edgar aside and I go, what the fuck have you gotten what the fuck have you gotten everything in, or what the fuck have you gotten the PD into recently with everything with the Norman Bone shit? I was like, do you know anything about this faceless bullshit? And he says, his face, pale white.
Who did you talk to?
Edgar.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Talk to Edgar. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Everywhere I turn, you're linked to some sort of bullshit that the PD's having to deal with. What the fuck do you know about this? Denies everything. Just no idea. While I'm discussing this with him, a crow flies next to me, starts calling.
All right.
I pull my gun and I just absolutely murdered this crow that's flying at me.
All right.
30 seconds later, I get thrown like 30 feet back into the bleachers, which is a whole different issue. After that, I then receive a phone call that is not from an unknown number. And hold on, I gotta find this page the note's on.
You got thrown back in what way? Like, what do you mean? Someone pushed you?
No, like I don't even know how to fucking explain it. Like I'm standing right here and I just flew like 50 feet into the side of the bleachers. Like from here to where those
Against your will.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like the wind picked me up and fucking threw me. I don't know any other way to describe it.
Okay.
Right after that, I get a phone call. And it
Seven
says,
Raven.
I don't know what Seven Raven is. I don't know what Seven Raven is.
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, I get a call from a number. It's not blocked this time. It says, Peters, you need to look to the sky. That's when the two attack helicopters show up. And I'm able to snap a picture on it. I'm not even the one that opens fire. They fly over restricted airspace. DOC calls to open fire. I'm taking pictures of the whole goddamn thing. I get pictures of the attack helicopter. The attack helicopters then open fire on the fucking prison. They take off. And I get another phone call that says, we are the Faceless. Every connection you make is a thread in our web, and we are pulling the strings. Then the tweet goes out. Then that's when the tweet goes out.
Yeah, one, if you know what Seven Raven is. Two, if you don't. Sorry, so that, and then the tweet came out, you said?
That's when the tweet went out, yes.
Okay.
So I haven't fucking, I mean, I haven't done anything to intentionally poke the bear.
Okay. I'm paying attention, by the way. I'm just, this is my reaction of like trying to soak it in.
Okay.
The
yes,
timeline.
Yes. Okay, so what are your questions now?
What does Norman have to do with it?
I don't know. So the thing is, I was talking to, I don't know what I don't even fucking know if he does have anything to do with it. So the Norman Bones conversation came up, and while we were discussing the Norman Bones stuff, that's all of a sudden the fucking Faceless shit tied into it. I don't
Wait, when? What do you mean? I'm confused.
With Dark. So essentially, or this morning.
How's it tied in? I don't get it.
Dark and I were just talking about Norman Bones, and then it was like, boom, Faceless fucking reached out to him. The goddamn crow, which I don't understand.
So you tied it together on your own accord. There is no tie.
There's none. Yes, exactly. There's no tie except that every time
you're working on two investigations, that's a tie.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the Norman Bone shit isn't even my fucking investigation. I don't know why this crow's even fucking with me at this point.
And what does that have to do with it?
Out of me. What does what have to do with me?
The crow.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Edgar. Okay. Going to the Norman Bone shit. I don't know too much. I overhear some shit about this guy, Norman Bones. I find out that every cop that fucks with him ends up losing his job. So I'm like, okay, miss me with that shit. I don't want anything to do with this guy.
Yeah.
I've already got enough on my fucking plate.
Well, PD keeps going over there. I'm aware.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm still waiting to talk. So Forte is the person that's going over there. I got to talk to him.
You mean the one that's in ICU?
Yeah, he's in ICU. Apparently he woke up.
How are you gonna? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yet, despite that happening, people just go and kill themselves.
I don't fucking see. That's the thing, and you know, I basically I overhear some shit. Next thing I know, we get Aaron. Aaron, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Fill Nino in on the Edgar Norman Bone shit.
I don't really know too much yet.
His. Can I be some? I'm gonna provide an outside perspective, right?
Okay.
It sounds like no one has any answers to anything, but there's military helicopters in Los Santos. We don't know what it ties to. Apparently, there's drugs in the water, right? When you know, people are thinking they're getting thrown away. People are wondering, you know, is this thing tied to this thing? You know what the reality is? Everyone's stirring. None of these things are probably related. And probably this guy, maybe these people, these trust fund babies, maybe they are a little bit dangerous, but how are you going to get any information on that when you got people like Carmine who will put in their hands in the mix? Right? Do you have a detective on this? A lead?
The Faceless shit or the Norman Bone shit? So Aaron and Ruby were working on the Norman Bone shit. I think actually Bell is working on it as well. I got to figure out what's going on with that. We're trying to get them all kind of like linked together. I'm unsure if Aaron is going to continue the investigation.
The thing is, Norman's only just came into the talks, like for interrogation with Edgar.
They're not related, I can tell you that.
Well, Edgar's saying completely different.
Wait, Edgar and Norman Bones aren't related? Because they 100% are.
No. Edgar and this military shit. Or sorry.
I don't know anything about military stuff.
Norman and the military shit. Those two things are unrelated. Now,
yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. But if there's people related, that's San Andreas, right? Right? People fucking get involved in whatever is happening. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. I understand. I mean, there's coincidences, but I'm trying to keep an open mind to everything that's going on right now.
Sure.
I do think it's a coincidence. I don't think the military is working with some voodoo fuck that's trying to raise people from the dead.
Right.
Or I shouldn't say not the military. I don't think terrorists are working with some voodoo fuck that's attempting to raise people from the dead.
What makes you think that they're terrorists? And that's the bit that I'm kind of like losing you on, right? Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? And I'm not trying to be like the downer here, because maybe you're like excited about the terrorism shit. I'm just trying to be a little pragmatic. Is from the retelling I just heard, right? There may be military equipment involved. I've heard about it. I saw one in the air, right? I'm trying to understand, when it comes to these people that call themselves a Faceless, they've dropped a card, they've pinged you, and they said some lines.
And they opened fire on the prison with two attack helicopters.
That, for sure, those two things were tied together? Because I didn't hear that bit. Yes.
Yeah. So after while I was up at the prison during this whole Edgar situation,
okay,
I got a phone call, and the voice on the phone, I got the number saved. They didn't call from an unknown number this time, which I still got a subpoena that phone number. I'm going to see if we could get an owner for that. But they said, Peters, look to the sky. That's when two attack helicopters ended up showing up.
Okay, you got me now. Okay, I missed that bit. That
right.
makes sense.
So then they opened fire and they started attacking. I didn't do anything. I was able to snap a photo of it, of one of the helicopters, because they were fucking.
No, I believe it. I've already been told that there were military helicopters there, and I saw one, like I said, going to Polito. It's been like 40 minutes now. So. Okay. Well, good.
And then that's when I got the phone call after that said.
All right.
Every connection you make is a thread in our web, and we're pulling the strings.
And you got people on this.
Yeah, I got. Well, we got.
Why did you ask Edgar about Faceless?
I asked Edgar about the Faceless because of the situation with the Norman Bone shit coming up into it, which I didn't know if it
Where
was
did
tied
Edgar
into...
and Norman Bones come into play?
Edgar and Norman Bones comes into play over somebody that faked their death but ended up killing the people that okay, so we got Edgar into interrogation yesterday, and somebody was working the case, so I didn't want to interject too much. Aaron was there, Ruby came down, and I guess Edgar has lost a few people that are close to him, which is when some talks came up. Aaron brought up Edgar. She filled, or not Edgar, Norman Bones, and she started filling me in on some shit. And that came into play. So that was yesterday. I don't know the full details.
Okay,
but
can I just ask a question? Now, do you kind of understand why I'm concerned, why Carmine's coming up to me and trying to pull me into this shit?
I don't know. What's he trying to pull you into?
I will repeat, after I am even more concerned now that I had Carmine come to me and tell me that Edgar is the one that shot me at the court center. And if you tell me that this guy is tied to a bunch of fucking wild shit, why would an officer, why would he be doing that when it's tied to all this shit, and how do you not know about it? I'm not putting that on you, but I want you to understand how fucked that looks from my perspective.
I don't know why Carmine's... I have to talk to him. I don't know anything about your shoot. When did the shooting occur?
A week and a half ago, I think. Something like that. These two, like, dumb fucks causing problems. The next thing you know, I got fucking shot.
I haven't read over this report, so I don't know.
Which is fine, right? The details are unimportant, but I want to point it back. If you're telling me here that this Edgar guy is involved with some new supernatural shit, and like these people with like military helicopters, why would a officer unilaterally be going to the mayor and trying to get him to say that this Edgar guy, I need you to help me put this Edgar guy as your shooter? Like, I might as well, you know, start tweeting out like shit that's gonna get me killed. Because
Can I ask you a question, by the way, Nino?
Yes.
Did you ever ask a lawyer to FOIA that report?
No.
Which is interesting, because the lawyer has been desperately trying to get hold of it.
Which one?
Robin?
For which report?
The one of your shooting.
Really? Huh. That is very interesting. Maybe.
Obviously, we denied it, but...
Interesting. He did it on behalf of his client. Does his client not have to give the name? Because that would put the shooter in the forefront.
Didn't give any names.
I don't think a lawyer can request it on behalf of their client without disclosing it.
He specifically said, I know no one's been arrested as well, so he was aware of it.
Okay.
And then
okay.
before I even got to ask anything, he'd just gone, like, and walked out.
You know, sometimes it seems like, you know, some things are bigger for others than it is, for me, this is, you know, the same thing as getting shot by the Saints. But for others, it might have more meaning. Maybe these, faceless fucks are trying to come after me.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as the whole Carmine shit, I don't know what the Carmine is on a very, very. He's not on a short leash, but he's fucking walking a very thin line right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you do acknowledge my concern though, right?
Yes, I do.
Like,
especially, I'm looking at the report now. There hasn't even been any arrests made, and for him to be throwing around kind of like allegations like that is, dare I say it, concerning.
right. It's like, imagine, you know, like, I've been very straightforward in a lot of cases, right? Like even the Saints one, I'll be very open to explain what I saw, etc., etc. But get tied to like an unknown, it's putting unnecessary, not only pressure but danger coming my way, especially when there are no facts, right? So someone that I have no problems with, all of a sudden now there's a problem because some dimwit cop is trying to tie them with me to get an arrest for what? I find it not any different than like if you were to go down to, I don't know, fucking, you know, Grove Street and say, hey, Nino saying the manna did this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, oh shit. Oh fuck. I mean, it sounds like you guys got your hands full. Have you guys been, do you have what you need? Seems like you're dealing with a lot at once. Quite frankly.
Is. I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, it's what we're here for, right? It's we need to find a way to make it work. I think we do have what we need. If I need anything, I will ask.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jesus fucking Christ.
I am meeting with you don't have a good relationship with Dark, do you?
I don't have a relationship with Dark, but I do think that guy's a fucking dumb fuck. So
well, I'm going to be working with Dark on this.
Okay.
Seeing that he's tied into it and he received a calling card from them.
Yeah, let me know when he finishes investigation.
When Dark finishes an investigation? He did finish investigation.
Yeah, which one?
The investigation on Jimmy Frost.
How'd that go?
He concluded that Jimmy Frost was leaking information.
How'd that go?
What do you mean? Jimmy Frost was demoted and he's not ever going to be command again.
I'm gonna start jumping up and down in excitement.
Why? I know you're being facetious right now.
I'm being very facetious.
I know you're.
Listen, my last interaction with Doc was me explaining, trying to put up a report, and he started investigating me while I'm giving him information in regards to an investigation. And
well, I mean, he's investigation happy.
Yeah, fucking.
Regardless, I think we have the means to. If he does start it and he doesn't finish it, it's fine. We got individuals like I brought Aaron into it. I got Stevie I'm going to work with on. I've got Belle who's going to be my eyes and ears kind of like later in the night if we hear anything. I'm actually getting up in probably 8.5 hours from now to fucking work with Dark to start figuring out this thing or get the ball rolling.
How is you know the marshals? Last I heard from Weiss, the marshals don't investigate anymore.
The marshal's glorified IA. Yes, but he's receiving stuff, and I do think
I see what you're saying. Okay,
Richard. Okay, so Richard can be a real asshole, but I think he has the capacity to do good work if he's motivated and not. So from my perspective, I need to utilize that.
Yeah. I'm with you. I once again, right? You have a very capable officer here, ex-detective, if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Carter, and I'd assume and I hope others that are in the space of investigation. And my concern hearing this is, should they not be leading the charge?
100% they should. I've actually, I mean, I've had to pull people in from the BCSO, but I've asked Erin to, again, she has to accept it. She's working on the Edgar stuff as well, or not the Edgar. Yeah, I guess it's the Edgar stuff. She was working on the Edgar stuff as well. I mean, I've kind of pulled her in and I've asked her to.
Okay. All right.
Take over because I'm going to be 100%
Do we need
honest.
fucking aircrafts or like what? Do the marshals still have tanks? Like, what are we dealing with right now?
Yeah, the marshal pulled out like an APC earlier today. I don't know. I don't know how far this fucking thing goes. And this is the first I've heard about it. I've seen 2 attack helicopters. I don't know what we're going up against is the thing. Like as much as I would be like, hey, we need fucking tanks, we need aircrafts, we need anti-aircraft support, we need RPGs, we need homing missiles.
Absolutely. What I think I want to see, right, after hearing all this, is I don't want to be getting dumb fuck calls from people like Carmine, who are gonna end up getting me killed and getting dragged into dumb shit, right? I like Carmine, I do, but very clearly he's putting my life in danger for whatever the fuck he's investigating. Number 2 is I would like to see, you know, be it Doc, be it Aaron, whatever, being the people leading the charge. It doesn't matter to me who it is, right? I get it. You got to talk to folks or whatever. Leading the charge on these things so that when there is a need for what is going on, they can sort of summarize it, right? And it not be high command that has a big role already to look over the department. You feel me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I can't lead this. I can't lead this. There's no way I'm fucking leading this. I don't mind helping out, but I cannot. I do not have the time, and I do not have the fucking patience. So I understand where you're coming from, and I've already kind of. I think I've explained that to Aaron as well.
Yeah.
Down when we were in the room, and I just said I'm too dumb. I don't think I'm too dumb. I just think I got too much on my plate.
And it may not be like I don't know how much Aaron's got on plate, right? But you know, even if you got some other up and comer that can take on the role, right? You need somebody that has the time capacity. But
I think I'm gonna need a fucking team to work on it. I think it's going to be a lot of work for just one person solely, but yes, I agree.
I mean, who knows, right? I mean, these guys could have showed up. They could disappear tomorrow. But you probably want to start with a singular person. That's not you. That is not Daisy. I had the same conversation with Daisy over the Hydra stuff, right? The moment Den fucking dropped the ball on that fucking shit, and fucked you guys. It should not be the fucking chief of police that's left holding the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 1000%.
All right. Well, fuck me. If I hear anything about it, I will. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know. But I can tell you right now, a lot of this stuff is going around the city pretty openly.
The Faceless shit?
No, the prison break shit in the military helicopters. But that's obvious, right? I mean, people were in prison when it happened.
I mean, yeah, the thing I was told about the Faceless is that they've been around for a while, and there's a ton of people that know what it is.
Well, I never said anything about the Faceless, but I mean, whatever happened in there, whether it's related to them or not related to them, you know it's related. People out there don't. They just know that there was a prison break and there was military helicopters.
Yeah.
Did they mention at all, like, what strings are being pulled? Because to me, like, okay, the military equipment, definitely, you know, that's a concern, but I'm trying to understand, like, what the fuck are they pulling exactly? Because to me, outside, if you take away the military helicopters, just for a second, right? It sounds like a crank caller playing a game, right? Being all spooky and shit. And until these military helicopters showed up, there probably wasn't really much merit to it all. So, you know, for me, the biggest question is, well, what the fuck are they controlling exactly? And what do they want? What is their motive?
Yeah, I mean, everything's been everything that every time I've talked to them, like it's been spoken in riddles, right? Like stand in front of dark, your fate is sealed. Look to the sky. Every connection you make is a thread in our web, and we're pulling the strings.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's too soon to tell. It could be just some people pulling a prank, but I have no fucking clue. I just think it's going to be a long format investigation, and we're gonna have to try to figure this out along the way. As of right now, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long-worded answer for I don't know what the fucking motive is.
Look, you guys got this. My immediate concern, if you need something to combat this, please do let me know. But please, for the love of God, we cannot have your bozo ones, your bozo cops, like dragging people into their death. Because that's the feeling I got when I got approached by Carmine.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There it is. Text message 30 minutes ago from the Faceless. I'm always watching.
Okay. Well, what's their phone number?
I don't know if it's a good idea if I give you the information.
Okay, that's fine.
Just, I don't mind sharing details of this part of the investigation with you because I think it's going to come into play and it could affect the citizens. But
maybe it's just me. I'd rather be in control of my conversation instead of through Carmine. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I'm gonna hold this one from you, but I'm going to talk to Carmine, and you will not have this issue again.
I wouldn't even just say Carmine. It's more, how does Carmine even have access to this shit? I don't know how your internals work, but you know,
a report inside of the MDT. Which
so are we in a place today where, like, if Aaron goes and does like 5 weeks of like deep investigation into some shit, that some random cop, be it Carmine or anybody, can just go in there and be like, ooh, this is interesting, let me go for the arrest, and now all of a sudden Aaron wakes up and all her work's spoiled?
Yeah, that's exactly where, I mean, that's essentially what happened with Frost and why he was fucking demoted. And he's
why wasn't he fired?
I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to fire him, but Shift 3 needs him. Is what
no, they
I was
don't.
Told.
Y'all need to stop being pussies.
My hands are tied, Nino.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna say anymore because I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus. But my hands
everybody
are fucking
needs
tied.
everybody. That's the fucking problem nowadays.
Listen. I pulled Ventura's keys the other day.
Yeah.
Okay. The gloves are fucking off.
You know what the worry is? That if everyone's afraid of like not losing their job, it's that everyone else gets taken advantage of.
Yes, and then everyone else's work is devalued over the situation.
Yes. And then everyone learns and says, hey, I can do that too. And then you have Carmine doing what he did. You have fucking Forte going, getting himself fucking killed. You got other officers going and fucking around and doing other shit, dragging people through. You have people that start shootouts at senior buns, you know, over a fucking bike. Like, are we understood what I'm saying here, Peters?
Well, hold on, you're missing context on that because I was robbed of my bicycle
by not those
armed
people.
Robbery. Before that, there was an armed robbery where my
still
bicycle
pissed about that, Peters.
I know you're still pissed about it. My bicycle was stolen from an armed robbery.
Different person, by the way.
I was under the assumption that it was the same person, and that's when I said drop my bicycle. I can't help that every person in Los Santos wears the same fucking outfit.
That guy was not dressed the same.
He was literally. Okay,
I watched the guy. I was an eyewitness of the guy who came in with the top hat, with the fucking baseball cap, dropped it, and then ran off. And then 2 minutes, like, other people came in and started fucking around with it. All right. I'm like, oh, what is this? I didn't even know it was a police bike at first.
You know how I am when I don't get my coffee, and that was the very first call I
Oops, I
responded to
accidentally
before
caused a
having
shootout in a public restaurant.
Oh no, hold
Installed.
on. I stand by this. I didn't cause the shootout.
Okay. The guy picked up the bike and he started tasing and jumping.
No, that's not true. I said drop the bicycle.
Okay.
Do not fuck with that bicycle. He then
I got an idea.
to fuck
you know
with
what I'm gonna do? We're gonna call up the Faceless, all right? I'm gonna say, you know what? You should take Peter's bike and bring it to Senior Buns.
Okay, you want me to stand on business? Okay, you're right. And then I won't stand on business, and I'll continue to let Frost have a job.
I mean, you know, yeah, you gotta wonder why, you know, and then when Carmine goes and like fucks over someone's 4-week investigation, be like, man, I wonder why that happened. Because deep down, they ain't gonna tell you. They're gonna be like, oh, you know that motherfucker Frost? You know what he did? This guy, he fucking leaked an entire investigation.
Leaking details of an investigation, Carmine, with Nino and the fucking shooting and calling him and telling people did it where we have no fucking clue what's going on?
I mean, to be fair, you guys aren't as bad as BCSO at least. Because at least, like, you know, your family isn't shooting me and then trying to cover up the crime.
He's claiming it wasn't Edgar. Yes.
I'm claiming I don't know who the fuck it was.
Well, why are you doing that? It's an open investigation. We don't even have the person in custody yet, Carmine.
You know the crazy thing? It was Aspen's thing. I haven't run into her yet to talk to her.
How about I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of fuckery going on, okay? There is a lot of fuckery going on, and there's a lot of people that are on very thin lines right now. Was it your case, though? Ruby told you to reach out to him, but don't tell him the details. Every day that I come on duty and I hear some shit like this, I am grateful that I haven't hired Tommy Tinker. I'm dead serious right now because I can't imagine what kind of fucking shit show this police department would be if I hired Tommy Tinker and you're pulling this shit. You're supposed to be a goddamn example, and I can't hire your fucking
Why are you yelling at him?
When you're doing
Why
this?
are you yelling at Carmine?
Huh? What do you mean, why am I yelling at
Why are you yelling
Carmine?
at the poor guy? Huh?
Oh my God, Nino's telling me to stop yelling at me. Okay, all right, I gotta go.
All right. Can I tell you where I'm trying to go with this? It is because
yes.
Can you really blame the fucking bozo cops when you got a setup right now that allows it to happen? Can we not get you guys like fucking detective, fucking investigative, like fucking categories or some shit, so Aaron and other competent people can look at it, but people like Carmine can be like, you need to gatekeep the important shit.
Okay, I'm writing this on my list. I gotta talk to Trig tomorrow.
Aaron, would that be helpful?
It's just finding the right people, though.
I mean, even if you stop by like trusting some folks until they break that trust, is I think reasonable. I'm not by any means recommending you need to start like some super secret, only some people can join detective unit. It's just some people should not be anywhere close to heavy shit that others are investing a lot of time into. And the reason why I wanted you to chill a little bit on Carmine is you can't, I don't think you want to, your beat cops are going to do beat cop shit, right? But, you know, that's what they're going to see this shit and they're not going to know the difference. For them, it's just the fucking, you know, flavor of the day. As for my shooting, it was Aspen who was the lead. Just, I don't know if it's gotten passed off, but you should know that.
Yeah, he told me that. Well, he said Ruby was, which I don't know. He actually, so this is kind of interesting. In the report, it's Aspen's report. There's no statement from Ruby, but Ruby was told Carmine to reach out to you about this.
Okay. I mean, that's reasonable. Okay. I was given no context. Carmine came at me like, you know who it was it this guy? I'm like, I'm the fucking victim here, pussy. You know what I mean?
So you really don't know who it was?
I have no idea. It was a bunch of fucking cringe lords. That's why I didn't make a big deal of it. I was so pissed. They're asking me all kinds of fucking wild shit. And
I'm not gonna.
I still don't even know why I was shot. Like at least with this guy, the guy from the Saints, I knew it was over money.
Fucking now I got Kid Archer threatening to burn this fucking place down.
All right.
Hello, Kid. How are you? I'm doing well. It sounds like you've recovered from your brain damage.
Why? Because I don't play a Papega character.
Before or now?
Yeah, you need a decent amount of IQ to follow Nino's RP.
Lobotomy works. Okay.
Because he knows McNulty is going to do something right with that information, and he told one person.
Good. What can I help you with?
And not on the record.
Do you want to discuss the terms?
I just managed to get all their investigative information while chilling here.
Okay, yes, I can meet you.
The thing is, like, and this is why he told McNulty, because
yes, I'm available.
Bro, you think
Nino,
if
I gotta meet with Kid Archer now.
All right, okay.
Apparently she wants to blow up MRPD.
Jesus Christ.
Aren't you friends with her?
Yeah, she used to work in the police department.
I know.
And she used to be, she was going to join my cabinet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where would you like to meet?
All right. You stay safe, yeah? Hey.
And you.
And I'm sorry if I was too hard on you, Peters. I know this is tough. But you need to learn to trust your good cops. Like her right there.
I do. I literally just offered her this. I got to wait I'm not going to be like, you're forced to take this, Aaron.
No, listen to me. I'm going to be satisfied when these things happen. I'm not talking to you or Moss, but you bring in one of your detectives and you say, tell them what's going on. And they can explain it.
Okay. I mean, I did try that and you just.
Aaron said 2 words.
When I brought up that. Okay. All right. Okay. I got to go deal with this kid shit. God damn it. I got to go to sleep. I got to be up and fucking.
You know how much legislation I write, Peters?
Okay, I don't care about how much chat GP do legislation.
You say that, I will fucking kill you right here. Those people put their fucking heart and soul into it.
Oh, that's right. You got a cabinet to do it. Yes, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, kid, can I call you back? I'm getting chewed out by the mayor. I got the mayor breathing down my neck right now.
I will actually put my foot up your ass.
He's trying to... You want me to tell Nino Chavez to fuck off? Isn't he your friend? Okay, so he's all right now. Okay. Okay. Magellan. What is it? Magellan and what?
All right. All right. Y'all take care, yeah?
Magellan.
Hey, Aaron.
Come, Nino.
Come over here. If you ever have any questions about that stuff, I can try to answer as I can. I just certain things I just don't want to say on the fucking record because I don't want fucking bozos like Carmine get me fucked up over it. So
that's all good.
Yeah.
Sorry I had to be quiet. I was thinking about food.
All right. I think that's fair, right, Peters? Her, Doc, whoever it is, off the record if I hear anything.
Yeah. I think Bell can be an asset as well. I don't know. I'll find out. I don't even know if Bell wants to get involved in this shit.
I just don't bring my name up. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna make it clear. If Doc or Aaron give me a phone call and then sure. Don't say Nino's willing to tell you and whoever the fucking bozos are.
You know what I mean? Know anything about this? Why would I bring you into this?
I'm not saying you will, right? I'm saying some of the other dumb fuck cops like Carmine. That's why I'm very meticulous about these conversations, because you know, it's you guys got your 78s and shit like that. I don't have that. I don't got a beep bleep bleep bleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
Then again, I could.
You should think about it.
Yeah. I'll just sign on duty every day in the morning.
That fucking dead body literally scared the shit out of me. Aaron, do you want to come with me, or? Aaron was hurt today. Yeah, Kit. Oh, yeah, Kit. You don't want to deal with Kit, do you?
I mean, I don't mind speaking to her.
Okay, good. She's fucked up. She had a lobotomy, apparently.
Not gonna lie, the mayor should.
Fucking never ends. Mayor's breathing down my neck. Marshall's up my ass. The Faceless pulling on my dick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you? Do you need some help? I mean, we could always fix that for you.
Nino
All you
look
gotta
like
do
dead
is ask.
body.
Hello.
Oh my god.
I'm buying parts, you dumb shit. Learn how to read. Jesus Christ, and these motherfuckers call me.
Right. All right. Where are we going? This way.
Are you coming with us now, Nino?
No, I'm not coming with you. What the fuck?
Why? You too much of a pussy?
For what? Well, I don't even know what it's about.
Now, there we go, class. You have really changed. For what? Who have you been hanging out with?
I'm the mayor of the city.
Okay, yes, sir. Understood. All right, we're gonna go take care of this. I hope you have a wonderful night, your mayorship.
Yeah, I'll try not to get killed on behalf of any leaky faucets that at worst are gonna get demoted down to an office, down to an officer. You know.
Out of my hands. Out of my hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of my hands.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Someone asked, well, why is it Nino being more honest, bitch? Like, when you just heard that these guys have like such a severe leaking problem, why would Nino trust giving them any information? What, to get killed? For what? How does it benefit anybody? What, they're gonna catch them? Hell no, they're not gonna catch shit. You know what I mean? It's so bad. Wait, so they did an investigation on somebody that leaked PD information and they only got demoted? Holy fucking shit.